And we're live. Welcome to Wednesday episode of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios LLC, and my partner in crime, as always, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, y'all? What y'all got going on, man? I'm sitting here enjoying some quality basketball and everything going good my way, man. What's going up?
Hey, everything's looking good too. I see that your team got a 2-0 lead against the Raptors, and
Facts.
now we just seen that the Heat got a 2-0 lead against the Bucks. What is going on in the East, man?
We got some hungry teams out here, and I mentioned it before, and I hate to say it now again that I thought that Brian's number one team.
I can't wait to show him this shit. No, I ain't showing him shit. He need to watch it on our damn YouTube channel.
Exactly. But yeah, I thought that that the Heat would be one of the top contenders. I felt like Milwaukee would go down. I felt like Toronto was placed badly, and Celtics and Heat would climb. This is exactly what I said would happen. But in this kind of fashion, to where they are 2-0, I didn't see that coming. 'Cause I did predict a series to where it would be evenly matched and probably even seven in that Miami Heat series. But in the Miami and Milwaukee series. But I did not see this coming. Not a 2-0 jump from both 3 and 4 teams in the East.
Well, speaking of that, it's really proven that this ain't about no home court advantage because there's not a home court advantage. Both the Bucks and the Raptors was at home technically. They was the home team.
Okay.
It's not even about being at home no more. Now, will it be the same if we was normal and actually they was playing at their homes? Possibly, but still, I feel like this is better because you get the tougher team out of the two in every game. You find out which team is tougher and which team has more heart to win the game.
You're right.
So, with that being said, since both the third and the fourth seed has a 2-0 lead, will either team win their series and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, or will none of them? Well, I kind of figure what you're gonna say about one. Well, we
Okay.
basically need to know about the other.
Okay. I actually believe that Miami, because we obviously know about the other one. I do believe that Miami has strength to go on and beat Milwaukee because, like, I mean, if you look at how they've been playing, look at how quickly they've gotten Kupo in foul trouble early and limiting his time out there on the floor. Plus, the fact that they defending him very well. Like the Miami Heat are a team that were I can't say misplaced as far as making the playoffs go because they deserved a number 4 spot. Let's just be honest. But could they have been higher? Yes, they could have very easily been swapped out with Toronto
Mm-hmm.
easily. So um, in the end, they probably will win this series. I don't see Milwaukee coming out of this. I just don't see. Even with Bledsoe back today, I didn't. I don't see them winning it.
Okay. Well, I predicted that the Bucks and the Raptors will be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And since seeing this, all I'm gonna say is I'm keeping my decision. I feel like that all it takes, because both the Heat and the Celtics have not lost a playoff game this year. Both 6-0. Both has not lost a game. They don't know how it feels to finally lose. And when they finally feel that loss, that one loss, it will make a bit of difference. I feel like that If both series will at least go six automatic. I feel like that one of them possibly can go seven. I just don't. I just don't see that the Bucks and the Raptors giving up this easily. Now, not saying that the Heat and the Celtics ain't good enough to sweep them. They probably is. The way they've been playing, yes, I can see it. The way it's been looking, it looks like either team, at their best, still can't beat the Heat or the Celtics.
But we're not talking about a sweep.
I know we ain't talking about sweep, but I'm saying the way it's looking like both teams has been dominating this series, and the other teams have no chance. That's the way it's been looking.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, especially with the Heat game.
Yeah, especially with the Heat game because Tyler Hero balling,
Hmm.
Gordon Dragic balling.
Yeah,
They even played 10 people today.
the D early, as a matter of fact.
10 deep. Yes, they went 10 deep. And shouts out to the head coach, Eric Spoelstra. People are he been treated underrated. He's been underrated as a head coach, basically because he had the big three in Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and they only won 2 championships. But he's been with that organization for quite a long time, and he knows what he's doing. And he
Yep.
finally got actually a star to lead that team. Even though Jimmy Butler only had 12 points,
Yeah.
his presence still makes a difference.
Yeah, he has some big time steals.
Yeah, his presence makes a difference, and they're confident in shooting on that team.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, they very confident. So you got Crowder, he's confident when he shoot it. It's a lot of players. I mean, Bam. Now, Adebayo, I did not see him playing like this. I did not. He have a nice mid-range game. It's not consistent yet, but it can get there. You know he's good
Yeah.
on defense and good
Yeah.
on rebounding, but he can score. He's been scoring lately on this team. They had at least 7 people in double figures. That's well balanced for a team.
Right.
And I can't say too much about the Celtics. You'll say so much about them enough for yourself. So
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
say that. We'll,
yeah,
we'll say that for another day.
yeah. Marcus Smart is a baller. Jason Tatum, he's becoming a star. He's really becoming a star. Jalen Brown, he's balling. Even y'all doing all this without Gordon Hayward, so that shows something. And
And says
plus,
a lot.
and plus, we already knew Brad Stevens was a great coach.
Of
I don't.
course.
There ain't nothing you can say that's wrong about him. He proven it in college. He proven it in pros, and that's exactly what he doing. But it
Yep.
will be crazy to see your team and Brian's first team in the Eastern Conference Finals. That will be crazy. Knowing that one of y'all will make it to the NBA Finals and the
Yeah.
other person will have to sit there and join my Spurs with Kawhi and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So one of them chairs, that chair right there, is coming to one of y'all regardless. So I'm not even worried about it.
you you know what? That person has to sit in that chair for the entire time that we at your house for Super Bowl.
Hey, if we can give
That's
that
that
out,
person's chair.
we can relate that to Brian, we'll do that. We would definitely do that because I have a couch right in. But
I'm on it.
that's besides the point. All right, let's move on to our next topic for today. And let's go to football. Let's talk about football. And let's go
Cool.
in particular to the New Orleans Saints. Your team.
Hmm.
You want to show your muscles and show your little bicep?
Let me do that. Let me do that.
Go ahead.
Y'all
So,
see that? Yeah,
uh,
it's right there.
people that's listening in the podcast, he showed his New Orleans Saints logo muscles.
Yeah. Again.
He a Saints fan.
Yep.
But there is trouble in the bayou. Alvin Kamara. Since the last time we've been on here, there's been rumors that Alvin Kamara mispracticed because it was contract situation. Now we also heard that he was hurt. We've been hearing that he's hurt for the past year, which I'm tired of hearing about it. But anyway, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He is hurt. Now, after that, there's been rumors spreading around that the Saints are trying to trade Alvin Kamara. Now, it's been reported today that they are pretty close when it comes to a deal. With that being said, will y'all give him a deal or will he go somewhere else?
We're definitely gonna give him a deal. We can't afford to lose him. I'm pretty sure everybody in our organization, from Gil all the way down to Sean, they know that he's a critical part of our offense. We need him. As far as being a running back, being that specialty back, but just him as a whole. He has done so much more for our offense in these past 3 seasons. We're not gonna get rid of him. Are we gonna give him Chris McCaffrey numbers? Doubt it. But he's not even asking for that. So that's why I believe that we will find a way to work this whole thing out. Um, More than Joe Mixon, probably pretty most definitely. Because if you look at the workload that Mixon had to carry versus Kamara, it's easy to see, and looking at the numbers, that Kamara is the better person for that role. Um,
Mixon is making 12 million.
I'm saying Kamara will get more than that. He won't get McCaffrey money, but he'll get more than Mixon. That's what I'm saying.
Can y'all
But
afford that?
not right now.
So he got to
So
wait one more year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, just kind of like wait it out. We got you, but wait it out.
Okay. Because
That's what I believe.
y'all show got Taysom Hill to a $16 million contract,
Um,
and he
AK-41 ain't
and,
going nowhere.
and he basically plays what 6 plays per game.
It will be more.
All right.
Trust me. He is definitely gonna be in on the offense a lot more, and he's in more than 6 plays a game. If he like, what are you not looking at? You talking about only the time that he's a quarterback, only the time that he's out at wide receiver, only the time that he's out at slot, only the
10.
time that he
My
blocked.
bad. 10.
I
10
mean,
times
come
a
on. I
game.
mean, if I mean, okay, all right.
Make it $16 million. He get 10 times a game.
I mean, he's a versatile player, just like Alvin Kamara. He deserves
But
to get
yet
paid.
y'all want him to wait one more year.
Just finish this out. You still in your rookie deal. You still in your
Taysom
rookie
Hill
contract
was
right
in
now.
that rookie deal. He was towards the end of it. Y'all gave
Think
him 16 mil.
think about the value of a quarterback type player versus a running back. The
But he's
league is
not the
focused.
quarterback
He is a quarterback.
type.
He's not the quarterback. He's a quarterback. You can't give
Ja-
a
well, who is Jameis then?
who?
Who is
Jameis.
Jameis? Yeah.
Jameis a sub.
He a sub.
Jameis a sub.
He sure get paid like a damn sub. And
If
so
if
is
you
Alvin
if
Kamara.
if you playing throwback tackle, which we all should know what that means, you that guy on the side. Somebody get hurt, that's when you come in and try to do what you can do.
So you better hope Drew Brees don't get hurt anytime during the season.
I'm really not worried about that. He's pretty much been a healthy quarterback throughout his entire career, besides 2 injuries to 2 different parts, spanning what 15 years almost. So
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about that.
Okay. We
Still,
shall see.
still top 3 quarterback in the league.
Okay. Whatever you say. Well, I feel like that y'all not gonna pay him this year. Y'all might pay him next year, but y'all ain't gonna pay him as much as he's worth. Just gonna
Which is
be
how
like
much?
that. I give him. I believe he's worth between 10 to 15. I wouldn't go as far as 15. I say 13. I do 1 year, 1 million more than Mixon.
Then we completely agree, because I just said that I don't think he's worth Christian McCaffrey numbers, which is
How,
16,
however, the
but he's
reason
worth
why,
he worth more than Joe Mixon,
yeah, of course, he's worth
definitely.
more than, yeah, he's worth more.
But
However, he would not show it this year because he would also struggle again like he did last year. Even though he made the Pro Bowl, he still struggled as a running back compared to what he normally can do. Okay, if Ty Gurley with a bum knee putting up just as much numbers but more touchdowns than you, yeah, you didn't have a pretty good year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Put up
but
same similar years, bum knee and ankle, so
whatever.
it's kind of the same.
One has an excuse, the other one has proof with his medical records.
Is that a reason?
That's an excuse.
Okay,
That's an excuse. Well,
both
yeah,
excuses.
both of them excuses. I gotta
Okay,
give it to Tiger. I'm sorry. If you want to be out there and playing, you have no excuse to sitting there blaming your knee for anything wrong with you. But we should see what he do in Atlanta.
yeah.
I just feel like that Alvin Kamara will not get paid, and he possibly could be moving on. Depends on what did y'all do to help y'all cap space in order for y'all to get him money this year. Because I don't think he want to wait anymore. Because I think he's projected to make 2 mil this year.
2.1, yeah. So
Wow.
I mean, why not be happy with that for 1 year, for 16
He's
games?
been doing it for the past 3 years with that amount of money.
And like you said, this will be the time where he will show his worth, and we go ahead and pay him,
So he
or
haven't
we
been
or we
he,
don't.
he haven't been showing his worth lately.
No, definitely not lately with the injury.
Okay.
Just same thing, Ty Gurley. We just talked about this.
No, Ty Gurley proved his worth and then got hurt.
Well, he proved his worth and then got hurt.
But we paid him and then he got hurt. Y'all
That's
ain't paid him.
that. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pay him.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, move on to the next topic. Oh yeah, by the way, my our little shot bet is looking pretty good in my favor because Fournette just went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. Buccaneers, baby.
Okay. All
So
I want you to do is like whenever you get a chance, just look at top tier running backs in the league and how they have ran against my Saints defense in the last 3 years. Just I mean, whenever you look at that, then we can talk about something.
you ain't got to worry about that because he can throw it to Mike Evans, he can throw it to Chris Godwin, he
Hmm.
can throw it to Gronk. He
I'm still
still
not
got
worried about
weapons.
anything
He
that's that.
got weapons. I believe this the best weapons he done had his whole career. Now he's 43 and he done got the best weapons he done ever had his whole career.
It sounds like you, Josh, and Pat just running the field yelling Brady name for no
But I
reason.
thought
That's
they
what
was
it's.
I thought they are Patriots fans.
Well, I don't know.
Wait,
We- We're gonna have to fact check that. Fact
next
check.
topic. Next
Fact check.
topic.
Okay.
Next next topic. Next topic. Okay, tonight's game, which is kind of happening right now, but we can still do it.
Yeah.
Rockets versus Thunder. We did not think this would go to a game 7, but it did. Who you think will win this game without looking at the score right now?
I got the Rockets still. I feel like they will advance. I don't feel like the Thunder can do anything with the Lakers and or the Raptors. Clippers. So with that being said, I just think that the Rockets will find a way to get this done. Yes, the way they lost was depressing both ways. Well, both times that they lost, it was very depressing. And to see how Chris Paul actually like showed up in those games is monumental. That does something great for his legacy. But is he actually going to do anything to push them forward? I don't think so. I don't think they got. I really don't think they got enough just to beat that Houston team. Um, if you look at support, we're talking about people like PJ Tucker, who, without looking at the score or anything like that, right, that's going on right now. I mean, he doing exactly what he needs to be doing. Um, you can't just count Harden out. You know he been on the bench most of this game, but you still can't count him out. He come in, he light it up, and he go sit back down. What can a team like? What can a team like the the Thunder really do to actually contain that high octane offense? Like they score like I forget what the score was, but it was like they scored damn near 50 at halftime. So I mean, come on, that's what I
Uh,
got, man.
man, I have to agree with the Rockets. However, if the Thunder end up winning this series, I don't want to hear shit else about James Harden or Russell Westbrook for the rest of their career. I'm sorry.
You see, I didn't even mention was Russell. I didn't for
I
obvious
don't.
reasons.
I'm done with the talks about James Harden being the greatest offensive player we have ever seen. Tied to Westbrook being Mr. Triple Double. You got to show results, man. You can't just keep getting knocked out in the first round every single year. I mean, people didn't even predict the Thunder to make the playoffs, and yet
Act- Actually, neither one of them.
no. Now I had the Rockets making the playoffs. Matter of fact,
Well,
I
I'm
had the
just talking
Rockets
about.
as top four team.
I'm just speaking on statistics.
Oh, well, basically, nobody had the Thunder making the playoffs. They were like, okay, they didn't trade a Chris Paul to their team. They basically ain't got nobody,
All right.
and they going up and the Rockets got Westbrook, so they got two MVP on their team. One a six man and an MVP. Other one is Mr. Triple Double MVP. And
Yep.
yet they still can't make it out the first round if they lose tonight. I'm done with them. I really am. I am done with them.
With the team, not
Not just
in.
those two. I
Okay.
don't care. I don't care about that team regardless because that's the Rockets. That's my rival.
Mm,
So
that's why I was asking. Okay.
I mean, at least make it to the second round. They ain't, last
Okay.
time I seen them make it to the second round when they played the Spurs and we beat
Yeah.
them in 6 games, and yet game 6 we didn't have Tony Parker or Kawhi, and we beat them by 30.
Mm,
So yeah, no excuses, no excuses on that. Definitely no excuses. All right, so we can move on to the next one, which is the last one. Last topic for tonight. We is in September, baby. And you know what
yep.
that means? Well, you probably don't know what that means. What it means in baseball is the end of the month for the regular season because baseball is always October, baby. October is playoff baseball.
Hmm.
So, with this going down to the end of this season, if you look at the standings, which team is the most disappointment team in your eyes?
I'm gonna go with the obvious. Uh, and well, you know what? I really can't even say the obvious because just like in the series that we just went through in our predictions, the Mariners versus the Angels, in which I predicted a tie. I think you did too.
No, I
But
predicted the Angels because
you
Mike Trout.
did?
Mike Trout ruined me.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like both of them teams, like y'all a disgrace to the organization. Like y'all just fucking suck. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, I don't even just know the whole ins and outs to that team, or like the whole like general makeup of it, like who owns it. Um, are they good decision makers? Do they draft well? I don't know all of that, but
Doesn't look good.
it doesn't look good at all. So yeah, I think that those are the biggest disappointments so far, as baseball is concerned. As far as what I expected, no, they not the biggest disappointments. The biggest disappointment is from all the praise that I've ever heard about the Yankees and how I actually see now that they not the organization that I thought they was. I thought it was just comprised of great talent versus it being money spent.
Oh
You
no,
see what I'm saying?
yeah, it's definitely money spent, but they ain't spending it the way that George Steinbrenner used to do it. Rest in peace to him. Now, back when he was spending that money, he spent it on the right thing. They just spend it on what's hot, and then whenever they go to the Yankees, they get cold. And since you brought up the Yankees, I did want to talk about them because they are one of the disappointing teams that I wanted to mention. Right
Mm,
now, they are 20 and 14. Don't get me
mm-hmm.
wrong. They are 20 and 14. However, if the playoffs would have started right now, they will luckily have the sixth spot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, let that sink in. The New York Yankees will have the sixth spot, even though they just signed Garrett Cole, who's a top five pitcher in the league right now. They got Giancarlo Stanton, who is a top five home run hitter in the league. They also got Aaron Judge, who is a top five home run hitter in the league. And yet they only able to get the sixth spot in the American League. That's not even the winner of their division right now. The Tampa Bay Rays is winning their division right now by 3.5 games. The Cleveland Indians got a better record than them. The Chicago White Sox.
Yes,
Now
they do.
that's a team that is
That's
surprising
surprising.
to me.
That's surprising.
They they have a better record than the New York Yankees. The Oakland A's have a better record than the New York Yankees. Now the other disappointing team, in which I don't too much care about, but I just want to talk about them. The Houston Astros, they are out of the playoffs as the playoffs started right now. And I would be so
Mhm.
happy to hear that because they ain't nothing but cheating ass bastards and they don't deserve shit. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now let me go to the National League.
Still shout out to that city though. My
Ah,
city.
fuck. Yeah, well, yeah. Shout out to Houston, Texas. I have no problem with the city. I just have a problem with the cheating ass goddamn baseball team.
Right.
All right. Now, if I go to the National League, easily I could say the Washington Nationals. One, because
Mm,
they are the defending champions of last year. And now they only have 12 wins right now. 12. They are 12 and 22. Last in their division by eight and a
pathetic.
half games. Pretty much they're not making the playoffs. But as a baseball fan, you can see this happening because the San Francisco Giants have done it plenty of years. Matter of fact, in a 6 year run, they won the championship 3 times. And guess what they did the other 3 times? Didn't get close to making the playoffs. So this stuff happens. As a matter of fact, they never won a back to back. They never won the championship back to back. So one year they win
Mm,
it. The next year never didn't make the playoffs. Then the year after that they won it. Then the year after that didn't make the playoffs. Then the year after
wow.
that they won it. Then the year after that they didn't make the playoffs. So
That's
stuff like
terrible.
this could happen. So I can see it happening. Now, it wasn't kind of like a fairy tale for the Washington Nationals to even win it last year because they were struggling in the first half. Second half, they just went on a big boost and end up making the wild card, and they went on from there and won it all. So I can see that happening, but it's still a disappointment to me. Now, the other team that is a disappointment is the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't know what happened to Christian Yelich, but he has been trash this year. This is the person who won the National League MVP last year. And let me just give you a glimpse of his numbers right now. Let me just tell you his numbers, his batting average, and everything. He is batting 207 right now, which is something that a baseball pitcher will be batting around this. He'll bat at least 200 to 150 to 200. So he's basically hitting like a pitcher right now. He has
Yeah.
42 strikeouts, second most in his goddamn team. He has what? How
What?
many home runs? He has
Wait,
9 home runs.
I want to know about the percentage like in the league. Like,
What's the lead? His own base percentage is 324, which is bad. His slugging percentage, which last year was like 700, is 488. I mean, his
it's
OPS is pretty bad. It's huh, it compared
he,
to him being the National League MVP. This has been terrible. His team is 16 and 19, and it's looking like they got a small. No, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, it looked like he got a small chance of making the playoffs.
it's
Now
still
the
terrible.
normal average, if that what you was asking about, the normal average is 260 as a batting average. The normal average is 260 to 275. If you're within that range, you're average. He is well below average, especially from last year being a National League MVP. So, and plus, it's not that he's the only person on their team. They have a lot of people on their team. They're just not proving anything. They got Justice Smoke. They got Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun drug tested and he's a steroid user. He has been before, but besides that,
I
he
saw
should
that.
have still been good. They still should be better than what they are, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
And they
I
are disappointing.
I honestly feel like if you haven't won 16 games by now, you on the bottom half of everything.
Right. You are.
By now, we know a lot of games have been postponed during this whole COVID-19 thing, but here
And
again, if
but there ain't one of them. That team wasn't one of them.
no,
They have played all their games. Now I don't know. It might have been a couple games that they was the opponent of, but still they only won 16 games. I mean the Miami Dolphins, they was the first team to actually have the COVID, have players who had the COVID, and yet they in playoff contention.
you said the Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Marlins. I'm my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Thank you for correcting me on that one.
no problem.
Yeah, the Miami Marlins, they in playoff contention, even though
Right.
they got 16 wins, but they 16 and 16 because they still got games that they have to make up.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Now the Milwaukee Brewers are 16 and 19. Those games already been played, and I don't even think they won today. Well, they're beating the Tigers right now, so hopefully they can
Yeah,
come up. But right now, they definitely is a disappointment.
which is a good matchup too.
It, that is a good matchup. You are right about that. So those are my disappointing teams. It's four of them. Yankees, fuck them. Astros, really fuck them. Nationals, I'm glad that y'all ain't doing good because y'all in my division. And the Brewers, come on. Come on, you can do better. You can do better, Brewers. Come on. I want to say the Cubs, but the Cubs actually leading in their division, so I don't want to say too much
Yes,
about
they
that.
are.
So I couldn't put the Cubs up there. Definitely
They
couldn't put
actually
the
doing good though.
yeah. I can't say the Dodgers either. So yes, I'm definitely going with the Brewers because they are third in their division behind the Cubs and the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are one of the teams who had COVID and they making up for their games. They actually 14 and 14 as of right now.
So look at it.
All right, so that's about do it for today's show. You already know what's coming up next. Muscle Shirts Friday. In the last week before the NFL season. We'll have way more predictions than we normally have next week.
Way more.
But tomorrow, but this Friday we will have our muscle shirts. We will have our predictions, and we would do series predictions also. Even though a couple of games have already been played out, we still do predictions on all. Would it be four? Or yeah, it'd be four.
Yeah, by that time,
Yeah,
yes.
it'd be all four series in the NBA, plus the UFC, plus baseball. So
Right.
be ready for that. Besides that, what you got going on, Rich?
Um, y'all can follow me on Facebook at Reggie Walker and Twitter at Reggie Walker. The sports podcast. I'm always uploading. I'm always active. Just if you got any topics y'all want us to touch on, let us know. We got you. My skit will be coming out Sunday, so look forward to that. And that's it.
All right. Well, you can catch me on Facebook, Lamar SoReal Studios, SoReal Sports Talk. On Instagram, SoReal Studios. Twitter at the Real SoReal. Capital T, capital R, capital S. My skit, The So Real Life of a Sports Better, will be coming back on Monday. Also, starting tomorrow, since the Braves did end their series on today, tomorrow I will drop the sports commentary on that series. I will start doing baseball commentary on the Braves just right now, just the Braves. But whenever the playoffs start, I will be doing sports commentary pretty much on all the playoff games. So be looking out for that also. And I might be doing some commentary on the basketball. You just have to wait on that. I really want to do the conference championships instead of these semis. So be looking forward to that. I will be getting my commentary on so y'all can hear me whenever I talk about these teams. So yeah,
Too
stay
bad
tuned
you
on that.
too bad you can't come in on your own team.
Shut up. I can comment on them the off season way. I could tell you what moves we should make, what moves we need to make. Shut up. Next year, well, not next year. By December, I should be able to have my flags. I will have my LA Rams flag, my San Antonio Spurs flag, and also my Atlanta Braves flag. So whenever I do my commentary, you will see those flags in the background, nothing else. So be looking forward to that. Also,
Nobody looking forward to that.
shut up. All right. Besides that, man, get ready for Friday. Get ready for Muscle Shirt Friday. All right.
Friday.
Be ready for that. So we will see y'all then. And yeah, enjoy the rest of until Friday. I think it's a couple games coming on tomorrow in NBA, if I'm not
Including
mistaken. Yeah,
including my
Celtics,
Celtics.
game
Yes.
three, possible
Yes.
sweep. And then I believe game one between what
The Nuggets.
the Nuggets and the Clippers.
Yeah.
Nuggets and the Clippers. So be looking forward to that. So we will see y'all on Friday. Y'all have a good one.
Peace and love.